Foundation disc golf, I'm calling you out. Hunter Thomas and Trevor Staub, y'all are going down. In all seriousness, though, Hunter and Trevor do a cool segment on their preview shows for the Disc Golf Pro Tour events where they make predictions on which players are going to perform well, and they keep track of points and keep that throughout the season just for bragging rights. So I know I'm a week late, but I'm going to get started and see if I can beat them. So if somehow you're on my channel and you don't subscribe to them, go check them out. They've got awesome content. But I'll break down how the scoring works. So each person will choose 3 MPO players and 3 FPO players. So I'll choose my 3 players that I think are going to get first, second, and third in the event. If I get the first place pick correct, that is worth 5 points. If I get either the second or third place pick correct, that is 3 points. If I get one of those players correct, but in the wrong spot, that is worth 1 point. And then they do a dark horse pick where each person picks a player who's outside the top 30 players in the world. And then those compete head to head for an additional 2 points. If that dark horse player somehow goes on to win the event, you get 10 points. I'm a little late to the game as the Disc Golf Pro Tour is actually going into their second event. I missed picking at the Supreme Flight Open because I hadn't thought about doing this yet. But they're heading to Waco tomorrow, the Waco Annual Charity Open, and I figured I'd get started here. And I'm just going to give the Foundation boys a little bit of a head start here because I think I'll be able to catch them anyway. So after their first week, Trevor was leading at 7 points. Hunter was at 6 points. So I don't think that's going to be an insurmountable lead if I've got the entire season. So I'm going to make my 3 MPO picks and my 3 FPO picks, as well as my dark horse pick for the Waco Annual Charity Open. So for my picks for the Waco Annual Charity Open, I have, of course, Gannon Burr winning this week. I feel like if you're in this to try to win, you have to have Gannon somewhere in your top 3. And until he proves otherwise, he's the best player right now. So I've got him number 1. Then I was throwing around names of Paul McBeth, Ricky Wysocki, and Chris Dickerson, really ones that were feeling good for those 2, 3, 4. And then I was just kind of feeling a little nostalgic, and I think I want to see a Ricky Paul battle. So I've got Gannon 1, Paul coming in second place, and then Ricky Wysocki in third place. On to my 3 FPO picks. In my number 1 spot, I've got Kristen Lott. I feel like that's going to be pretty much picking Kristen across the board until she proves that she is not the favorite. So no surprises there. In the number 2 spot, I think I'm going to take Missy Gannon. She had a bit of a subpar showing at the last event, but I think she's set to bounce back and is going to take second place at this event. In third place, I will probably butcher this name, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to take Silva Sarninen. She had a really solid season last year, and when Kristen wasn't in the field, she was getting a lot of wins over in the European side of things. So I think she's going to pick up where she left off last year and have a strong finish there. Then for my dark horse pick, which I think I'm understanding this correctly. If I'm not, someone please let me know. But it has to be someone who's outside the top 30 currently, according to the PDGA official world rankings, I believe is what they said. So there was one name that stuck out at me that was outside the top 30, yet consistently finishes pretty well here, and that is going to be Nate Sexton. I hope he's playing, and I know he doesn't play all the events, but his name is on the registration as of now. So I'm taking Nate Sexton as my dark horse pick, and I really think he's got a chance to secure me those 10 points potentially. Throughout the rest of the Disc Golf Pro Tour season, I'll try to post one of these videos a day or 2 before the event starts. I'll keep a running tally of our points and see if I can beat Hunter and Trevor throughout the 2025 season. If you would like to follow this competition and see if I can beat the Bogey Bros, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you're enjoying my content, give me a like, leave a comment, let me know what you like, what you don't like. Also, if you're interested in any Lone Star Disc plastic, go to www.lonesstardisc.com and use code Zane Jackson for 15% off qualifying orders.